She probably heard that. Comes busting through the door. What'd you say?
The moon's going down. Anyway, I gotta get back to the place.
It's beautiful.
So yeah, we're live. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super prepared this morning.
I believe I already gave you my status when I got on the microphone.
Yeah.
I woke up 8 minutes ago and Mojo took up 4 of it. So
Nice. All right. In the cave. This is where I will be stirring my French press coffee and taking a few seconds to get my proverbial shit together.
Hey, people. Russell, I see you. I see someone in the background, but it's too small on my screen.
Jen. It's Russell and Jen.
Oh, hi.
and my cute nephew.
Hello.
A wild Pokemon has appeared.
So, Bob, Russell, Jen, Jareen, Chet, Greg, Corey.
Nice.
Woo.
Nice turnout.
Indeed. So, anybody have any announcements they want to make in the cave today?
I don't know how big the baby is going to be this week, but I'll be 19 weeks tomorrow. So we're almost halfway. And a week from this next week, we have an ultrasound. So we might get to have an announcement soon.
When is the naming day where we name the kid actual coffee?
Hashtag coffee.
Hashtag coffee. Yeah.
Well,
It'll be the
I don't
first
know.
hashtag baby.
This is where you tell us to F off in the face. Entirely
Hashtag middle name coffee Elkins. Hashtag coffee Elkins.
no, we got some names. We got some names in the background kind of working.
All
I think you'll like them once we pick them.
Cool beans.
I'm rooting for Zaphod.
Okay.
After Zaphod Beeblebrox from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
We had some really weird stuff on our list last time. I think the weirdest one was like Red Rowdy. And we were like, what were we thinking?
There's some alliteration there.
Right?
Nice.
Kind of like Bob Benson. I'm just saying.
My daughters are named Catherine, but I wanted her named Catherine just so I could call her Casey. And my younger one's name is Grace. So we have a Casey and a Gracie. And we used to joke about if we had a third one, Stacy, Macy, we could have gone, 4 or 5 kids with playing names. So they're very grateful that we stopped there. But
yeah, I really like my name. I was named after my great grandma that came over from Norway, actually. And my parents did something really stupid when I was a kid. I grew up and they called me Jerry, and I hated it. And so until I moved away from my hometown of 1,100 people, 1,500 people, I didn't get to change my name because everybody else called me Jerry.
did you get a lot of "Hello, Jerry" during the Seinfeld era?
Oh, man.
Actually, no. It was more taunting during middle school. I was a tomboy, like Harry, Jerry, and blah. Not fun.
Good times.
I'm a lady, damn it.
Damn straight. Wait, there's kids. Darn straight.
Indeed. Darn pickle. Anyway, all right. Well, you guys want to head out into the place?
Get to type anything. I don't have any feathers.
Gray, you want to set the time?
I just did.
You are on
While you guys were all yakking.
the ball.
I reserve the word yakking for
Go
anything.
do their traditions.
All right. Well, we do have some people watching today. If you guys have any gratitudes, we'll throw them up there. Sue, I will do yours.
Rob Houston thinks you should go with Rowdy Roddy Coffee Baby. I like Rowdy Roddy Coffee.
I second that nomination.
That's good stuff.
Good choice, man.
Rob also says good morning from Melbourne, Florida, which I guess should be good day from Melbourne, Florida.
Grateful was done on the first pass. I wouldn't be grateful for the taxes themselves.
So, like,
Just on
to
that.
prove that I love you, child, these are the names we did not name you.
Yeah. Can't wait to see Coffee Baby's first gratitudes. Thank God I'm not named Zaphod.
That was
Weirdos.
a close call.
At least it's not Slarty Bartfast.
Right? or Pan Galactic Gargle Blaster.
Oh
Which
man,
wasn't
early,
a name, but still.
early favorite for our kid's name now. Thanks for that.
I'm crying on the internet, but from laughter.
Good. So glad we can help.
That's how to do it. All right, I got to do one of my own here.
I got one as well. Greg is grateful for
The election coming up.
laughter in church, which my mom would not have approved of. My mom was a big fan of sitting still in church. It was just a thing.
I was asked to put one up. Grateful for the conversation with Chet. Gosh. Hey.
Yeah, I've been watching your Chet's posts. Chet is diving into some really deep philosophical stuff lately on Facebook, and I'm there for it. It's good. I haven't been reading a lot of the links, but I'm seeing the tenor of the conversation. I'm like, this is too much for me. I have to I need something to smoke if I'm going to delve into all that.
It's been fun.
All right, I got mom's.
Yep, that's a good one. It's been funny, Corey, watching your brother kind of come alive onto political issues lately.
Yep,
I can't imagine what the catalyst is for him starting to post stuff like that. But yeah.
Just kidding. We all know.
Yeah. He watching his outrage about our healthcare system this morning was,
I got Rob's.
Cousin Jen's comment on that thread was
right.
at least as powerful.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the people down here just don't. I don't think you'll ever get. Oh, thanks, Russ. I actually needed some of those. You are a genius. Russ is just running around throwing signs at people.
Nice.
Did everybody get somebody get Ginny's or Rob's?
I got Rob's.
I got you, Ginny.
Back off from mine.
Yeah, and watching that thread, I haven't commented yet, but it's not just the health outcomes. You know, I had my first heart attack at 35, and I had no health insurance. So I've actually had my financial life destroyed by medical debt twice. You know, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt is not good for your credit rating, and absolutely no way to pay it back. So there's that other outcome is not just about your health; it's about your ability to prosper, make a living, buy a car, buy a house. All those things can get destroyed in our system.
Well, and it dramatically increases inequality. If you haven't watched Capital yet on Netflix from Thomas Piketty, I read his book a while back, but the little documentary is really, really good too. And inequality feeds every other thing that we talk about on Coffee every week. We might need to clear the weather again.
Yep, doing it right now. I was busy typing Ginny's gratitude there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got a gratitude, but you can put it up later if you need to. I'm grateful for my stamina when it comes to walking. I walked over 8 miles the other day.
That's awesome.
You are a badass. Also, Jareen was out yesterday doing a lit drop and participating in a literature drop for our day of action. And what a badass. Just what a badass.
gonna get better at it next week too.
Nice.
I feel like I need permission before calling someone that.
Hey guys, sun's coming up.
Yep.
Bob, you want to start this morning?
You didn't just hear that wonderful word. Yeah, I would love to. I'm going to get it wrong, and that's okay. Someone's going to correct me. So there's this awesome person on the Twitter. His real name is Yuri. His Twitter tag is AESTHIR. And he has this wonderful hashtag called something to the effect of my kind of church. And he'd said something really brilliant. And it was something like, because I'm not going to have the quote right, it's important not just what you learn, but how you learn. That kind of a notion. So if I can find the quote, I will share it later, the exact one. And if anyone here knows it, by all means, rock on.
I heard that in the context of good parenting, and I use it in parenting classes. It's not as important to teach your children what to think as it is to teach them how to think. That's how I heard that expressed.
I'll go. Tax the fucking rich.
Yes, please.
Waking up to Kyle's post today, who has the same level of frustration that I had when I started realizing how dumb the healthcare system is down here. Because it really is. Like it's designed, it's purpose built to hurt and then ignore unlucky people. And we were watching Capital last night, and I was reminded of this study that was done where they had two people randomly playing Monopoly, and at the beginning, they would flip a coin, and whoever won that coin toss would get $200 every time you pass go, and the other person would only get $100. But that person would also get to roll 2 dice instead of 1. So just an automatic luck factor, an automatic speed factor, and obviously gaining a lot more every single time. And that produces obviously really predictable inequality in the game. But what was really fascinating about it is the people that were winning, again, because of a coin flip, turned into pieces of shit. And this was like, and it was everyone, right? Like over hundreds of people. There is an automatic sort of kind of an air of dominance was really common. Feeling like you had earned it was exceptionally common, even though everyone knew it was only like an hour ago that people flipped the coin. And it obviously produced a massive amount of inequality. And we see this play out in history all the time, right? And again, go watch Capital on Netflix if you get the chance. They go through this in a way that is much better than I'll be able to do here. But that inequality is, why revolutions happen. When you center capital in the hands of very, very few people, they tend to protect it, which means that more and more goes to fewer and fewer people, and they feel like they've earned it. So of course they go on to keep trying to protect it. And what happens is more unrest, more nationalism, more authoritarianism, more blaming your neighbors, more blaming people that look different from you. Basically, literally everything that we rail about on hashtag coffee every single day, or 3 days a week. And so, hearing the solutions to that, you just tax them, because if you don't, they become a permanent aristocracy that will run everything into the ground. And you can't, because I am also a huge fan of the free will thing and that Chet is doing, and determinism and the like. You can't even really blame them. They're running, a pathetic piece of software that, quite frankly, statistically, we might fall prey to as well. And so the only solution is to fix the actual system. And it was fun in the documentary. There were talks about taxing wealth, which I think is a fantastic idea. But I kept going back to what Yang was talking about as far as doing the VAT tax and different things. Like there's different ways to do it. So again, welcome to church, secular sermon / ranting, socioeconomic and political discourse sermon. And the main reason is, we had a real moment last night after watching this. Michelle, especially, because she doesn't spend very much time thinking about this stuff. And she's like, what are we going to do? It feels inevitable now. It feels inevitable that this will descend into armed conflict in a technological era where that's really bad. And even if it doesn't, even if we just find ourselves dragging our feet and people start suffering more and more and more, climate change is going to 10x that problem or 100x that problem. And so I guess, because this community is about, being grateful for and turning to the positive, we have an opportunity to affect change now, at least in a small way. And it's with getting out the vote over the next 45 days. We aren't a tax exempt church, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. Not that that's going to stop normal churches. I'm just saying.
You can say what you want, and you're accountable to the people, like me.
Yeah, of course. Indeed. So yeah, we have an opportunity to potentially stand in the way of a mountain of human suffering, and I felt like that was important enough to bring up this morning, and place the blame where we need to blame it.
People forget that's the other thing John Lewis always said: get in the way. Get in the way. Get in good trouble. But get in the way is the other part of that. And you're right. We do have an opportunity to do that. I was thinking about when you were talking about the wealth inequality thing and the tax the rich. One of the most amazing lessons I've learned in the last 5 years of activism around our local homeless issue is the people that do direct work. What they've taught me is that giving homeless people agency is more important than giving them food. I'll hear people say, "Oh, I'm not going to give them $10 because they'll just spend it on booze." Well, that's their decision, right? And giving them some choice in what they do with their money is one of the most valuable things you can give a homeless person, because so much of their life is not within their control. So much of what happens to them, and not because of their agency and their choices. And that's true across the spectrum, from how they became homeless to how they survive day to day. It's not, people who are wading in from a position of privilege often ask, well, how did that person become homeless? Like that matters. And our take on it from, the people that do direct action in that world is it doesn't matter how they become homeless. It doesn't matter if it was their bad decisions, or it was medical debt, or it was caring for a loved one, or it was their own illness, or it was just a shitty landlord that evicted them. It doesn't matter. That's the least important question we can answer. The most important question is, what do you need? What do you need? And sometimes, if you lived outdoors in Florida in August, I would venture to say that a 6-pack of beer might be what you need today. And, who am I to judge that? So give the homeless people money. It's fine.
Yeah,
Same
my question to them is, how are you so fortunate that you have a home? Because,
right.
right? Flip it. Yeah.
They never ask themselves that. They think that they have a home. Same reason that Corey expressed in the Monopoly example, because they worked hard, because they made good choices, and that may be partly true. But I will tell you for sure that some of the homeless folks that we've met and had long conversations with, they made good choices too. They worked hard too, and something happened to short circuit, whatever safety net we have. And my analogy for that is we don't have a safety net. We have a tightrope strung over another tightrope. And if you fall off the top tightrope, and you miss the second one, you're going all the way to the circus floor. It doesn't matter how well you've done. It doesn't matter how educated you are. If you miss that safety net / tightrope, bad things are going to happen. And I think what's missing is in most folks is a sense of their own vulnerability to that that happening to them. Because who wants to think about that?
I would like to say something, if that's okay.
Of course.
Tying back to people's choices and legislation and protecting ourselves. My Senator Inhofe is now the champion of a new bill to strip women and care providers of the right to choose. And I think it's called the Social Security and Women's Safety Act. And they're coming for Roe, and they're coming soon. And what a lot of people don't realize, like I had my little genetic testing based on my genetics, everything's okay with my baby. I've had only one ultrasound just to find out how far along I am. I will not have my first ultrasound until 20 weeks. That's halfway along. And if something is terribly and dangerously wrong, there's a chance you don't find out until that late. And to take away somebody's right to figure out what's going to happen to them or their child, or making an impossible decision after 6 weeks is just crazy. Not that this bill says 6 weeks, but a lot of them out there do. And I just think that we need to fight really hard, because what if coffee baby's fine, right? But what if something horribly wrong happened and you were forced to make an impossible choice? What if you didn't have a choice at all? So that's something that I think is really, really important, and we need to keep fighting for. So I agree with you guys.
Show over. I mean, I was kidding about the show over part, but
right. I mean, a lot of people don't know.
I didn't have my Michelle Obama mic drop button that handy. Yeah, the stakes are huge. They're almost unspeakably huge, and I think that you just nailed it. Mom totally agrees. Shocking, literally no one.
And the fact that people would troll you about, all life is precious and this and that and this and that. If somebody has to make the worst or the most awful decision of their lives to protect themselves or protect their potential child, that's none of your F-word business, because heaven forbid you be put in that position. And I'm talking to the dudes in the evangelical faction that think they can tell you you're terrible because they have no idea what the scope of the situation might be.
And even if they've had even if in their family system they've had to make decisions like that, and they've decided to keep a baby with profound problems, they're not the person that's actually having the baby. That's the thing that I think men miss in thinking that they should have a say, is it's not your body that is going to be damaged and changed profoundly in the process of creating that child. That's the woman's burden, and it should be her choice, period, full stop, end of story, on that basis.
Yeah, well, and on the other side of that is, what if something's so wrong and detrimental that the poor child suffers the whole time. I have a specific incident, and it's very personal to me. Where, anyway, you don't want that child to suffer their entire life just to
Right.
die just for the sake of it. I don't know. It's tricky, but it's important that you show compassion, and when people don't give you a choice to figure out what the most compassionate route is, that force is, I don't know, it's scary and it's terrible, and it shouldn't be like that.
I wanted to jump in. I just want to express gratitude for being a part of a community that can have the conversations that we had today. Because I think, I don't think I'm exaggerating in saying that the stuff that was said today, this is most of the problems in the world. Not all of them, but really, I think like the level of understanding that this community has is just really amazing, and makes me feel really good to be a part of it.
I guess we'll keep doing it then.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny to me that we started out just to write a giant, big red letter "fuck Trump" sign, and we ended up with a grateful and amazing community. Funny about that.
Yeah, this is many times
This is better. This is better.
Yeah.
That moonlight's fantastic.
Right?
Telling you.
It's just good cake. All right, well,
I like our little world.
yeah, it's good stuff. I don't really have anything else, but I think I'm going to stick around and watch another sunrise because I can.
Nice. I'm going to jump out. I got breakfast to make, so we love you
All right.
guys very much. And have a great day.
All right, guys.
Are we going to do the thing, though? Wait, are we going to do the thing?
Yeah, we can. If you're taking off again, I'm gonna stick around. I'll leave the channel open if anyone wants to hang out and chat, and they can totally do that. But yeah, we can totally do the thing. Doreen, you want to call us in?
All right. 1, 2, 3. In the name
of science.
science.
There's apples flying everywhere.
I love you guys.
All right, cheers, guys. Just got apple bombed.
Yes, you did. So, Corey.
Yep.
Sent you a message. Did you get it?
I don't know. Where did you send it to me?
Through the telly.
Through the telly, like the private chat.
We're
Yeah.
British all of a sudden.
Yep. Yeah, the British TV, the private British TV that only you can see.
Hello.
I'm gonna bail too. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye,
thank you.
chat.
Bye.
Was this the Finney Helps Plus Free Will project thing from a while back?
Nope.
Where did you send me this message so that I don't have to wonder? Messenger or on the oh, it's I understand now. I think. Hopefully. Maybe. There we go.
It starts with I.
Yeah, I got it. I'll have to delete them.
What does that mean?
I will delete these from the internet.
Okay. I mean, it was just I didn't know if you could edit
That
something.
yeah. We can talk about it after. The amount of time is consistent, whether it's a lot of edits or one.
Oh,
Yeah,
totes.
it's a few hours.
Holy shit.
Because uploading takes a long time, downloading takes a long time. It's a pain in the butt.
It was today's only.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it was an attempt to mute and then oops. Who's on here still? This stream.
Right now, we got Russell, a few people watching, Jareen.
Yeah.
And the sun is going to come up. So,
Yeah, the live stream is awesome. Hey, everyone.
everyone, share your pants.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Fucking rain.
Still looked cool.
It was very cool. Yep. Da-da-da! Someone has weather control.
You're welcome.
All right.
It's a Monty Python thing.
Okay. I thought it was just you in God mode, and I was convinced.
That's a Monty Python thing.
Noise.
It's like, what? Haven't you ever seen the hand of God before? That's a quote from Monty Python.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, I gotta go
Yeah.
too. Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. See you, Russ. Yeah, Bob. I'm actually rethinking this because I think there might be some clips in here that I might want to cut out anyway, just because the conversation was kind of like there might be some clips we can sort of.
Sure. We're still live, right?
Yeah. No, I'm cool with it. That's.
I don't mind. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No. Have you seen my lives before? I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, you do you. I just wanted to notify you of.
Yeah. No. That's.
Those pants were down. Not literally, but.
Alrighty. All right, guys. Yeah.
I'm.
Indeed. I'm gonna roll. I will talk to you guys muy soon.
Yeah. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.
Ciao.